The Taiwan independent separatist forces on the island seek independence through force, resist reunification by force, lavishly squandering the people's hard-earned money to purchase weapons, not hesitating to turn Taiwan into a powder keg. This will not save Taiwan independence from its inevitable doom, but only accelerate pushing the Taiwan Strait into a dangerous and war-prone situation.
The U.S. side's use of force to aid Taiwan's independence will only backfire, and the strategy of using Taiwan to contain China will absolutely not succeed.
The US brazenly announced a massive advanced arms sale plan to Taiwan, gravely violating the One China principle and the three Sino-US joint communique, seriously undermining China's sovereignty, security, and territorial integrity, severely damaging peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait, and sending a gravely erroneous signal to Taiwan independence separatist forces. China firmly opposes and strongly condemns this. The Taiwan independent separatist forces on the island seek independence through force, resist reunification by force, lavishly squandering the people's hard-earned money to purchase weapons, not hesitating to turn Taiwan into a powder keg. This will not save Taiwan independence from its inevitable doom, but only accelerate pushing the Taiwan Strait into a dangerous and war-prone situation.
The U.S. side's use of force to aid Taiwan's independence will only backfire, and the strategy of using Taiwan to contain China will absolutely not succeed.
China opposes all unilateral bullying acts and supports all nations in defending their sovereignty and national dignity. Venezuela has the right to independent development and mutually beneficial cooperation with other countries. We believe the international community understands and supports Venezuela's stance in safeguarding its legitimate rights and interests. China supports Venezuela's request for an emergency meeting of the UN Security Council. We have taken note of the relevant reports, and it must be emphasized that within the pertinent sea and airspaces, all nations possess the freedom of navigation and overflight under international law. Given Japan's militarism, its history of aggression, and other factors, Japan's military and security movements have consistently drawn significant attention from its Asian neighbors and the international community. Previously, Japan has continuously strengthened targeted military deployments near China's Taiwan, even claiming to deploy medium-range missiles. This time, they've escalated, planning to deploy radar and troops engaging in the act of spying on their neighbors. Considering the Japanese Prime Minister Kishida's series of erroneous and dangerous statements and actions regarding Taiwan, people are compelled to ask, is the Japanese side intentionally creating and manufacturing incidents, engaging in close-quarters provocations to provide a cover and seek pretext for its own military expansion and venturing overseas?
Will they, following the designs of right-wing forces, retread the evil, dead-end path of militarism? We urge Japan to learn from history's lessons.
The stage is set for a massive showdown between the US and China. Taiwan is at the center of a dangerous power struggle. The US has again touched the sore spot of Beijing by approving the largest ever weapons sale to Taipei. Big escalation in the already strained ties between the two world superpowers, the United States and China. Washington has upset Beijing following its approval of a multi-billion-dollar weapons sale to Taiwan. Taiwan, an issue very close to China. Beijing considers a violation of its sovereignty in the case of any involvement in Taiwan. And now, the United States approved $11.1 billion in arms sales to Taiwan. It is the largest ever U.S. weapons package for the island, which is under increasing military pressure from China. This is the second arms sale announcement under the U.S. President Donald Trump's second innings at the White House. The weapons list is formidable. It has HIMARS rocket systems, howitzers, Javelin anti-tank missiles, Altius loitering munition drones, and parts for other equipment. All are designed to boost Taiwan's deterrence against a rapidly expanding Chinese military. Taiwan, being harassed by China, welcomed the U.S. decision. Its defense ministry said in a statement that the United States continues to assist Taiwan in maintaining sufficient self-defense capabilities and in rapidly building strong deterrent power and leveraging asymmetric warfare advantages, which form the foundation for maintaining regional peace and stability. Taiwan's defense ministry also said that the package is at the congressional notification stage, which is where Congress has a chance to block or alter the sale should it wish, though Taiwan has widespread cross-party support. The Pentagon said arms sales serve U.S. national, economic, and security interests. Taiwan thanked the U.S. for strengthening its defense capabilities amid the growing China threat. U.S. arms sales come after Taiwan President Lai Ching-te last month announced a $40 billion supplementary defense budget to run from 2026 to 2033. Ching-te said there was no room for compromise on national security. Last week, Taiwanese Foreign Minister Lin Qialong also visited Washington unannounced. Qialong had met several U.S. officials with sketchy details of the meeting. Days later, the U.S. announced a mega weapons sale. Washington has formal diplomatic ties with Beijing, but maintains unofficial ties with Taiwan and is the island's most important arms supplier. The U.S. is bound by law to provide Taiwan with the means to defend itself, though such arms sales are a persistent source of friction with China. U.S. officials told Reuters that Trump seeks to ramp up weapons sales to Taipei in his second term to a level exceeding his first term as part of an effort to deter China. But a strong reaction from China is expected. For Beijing, this crosses a red line. China considers Taiwan an inseparable part of its territory. Any foreign military support for Taipei is viewed as interference and provocation by China. Xi Jinping has made it clear before, if needed, China will take Taiwan by force. So if deterrence fails, if Taiwan becomes the flashpoint, who wins? A war between the United States and China? The answer may lie inside a classified Pentagon document, overmatched brief